Hello everybody and welcome. We're starting up the engines of course for the CWC, for the Civilization World Cup. We have quite a few teams registered throughout multiple qualifiers. Some of them actually, we've seen before. Some of them did rename themselves. Some of them did get new players on their side. And at the same time we've seen some new ones that did try to take their pick and take their chances in the CWCs. We're going to need to see what they're going to do, and of course we're going to need to see what the results are going to be at the end of this road. We do have today a game from the CivCIS, that's the Commonwealth of Independent States. I did put in the chat over there the correct link for the information about this. I'm not so familiar about everything, so don't quote me on it. It's just better to actually look at the link and take your information from somewhere else. What I do know is the CIS community is being managed by Su, that is a Russian streamer, a well-known YouTuber, and he has been started to organize the qualifiers for this year, picking up the tab from Kacheshka. At the same time, we do have quite a few teams registered in his tournament, 8 teams if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna need to see what they're gonna be all about. On one side we do have Forever Young. We do know their members, we do know their players. They have been playing for quite a bit in the CPL Premier League, and we've seen them in the last CWC. Also on the other side we do have Notice Me Senpai coming up with let's see who it is over here. Zero Solo Lolonek, and I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna call him Sipo for now until somebody actually tells me how to pronounce this. Good evening, Peter Pat. Good evening, sir. Welcome, the big man himself, Rayotun. Bonsoir, bienvenue. We do have also Victorious BI. Oh, you're from Brazil, by the way. Boa tarde. And we do have also Skitty Mai picking up that first promotion. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. And of course, welcome, Old Triangle. Hello, sir. I do have to mention, it's a much earlier stream than we're used to, and we do need to see the game on light. You see all around me I have light. Let there be light. We have quite a few what can I say, windows around here, and we're gonna wait a little bit for the sun to set down. It's gonna take a while. Most of my games actually start at 9:30 my time in the evening, so you can imagine it's total darkness. Let's come back to the game here. Let's see what is happening. We do have in the active ban phase the map chosen for today, continents and islands, and they already started to ban the civilizations. They went for Basil II, they went for Japan and Lotaro. It looks like they are allowing Lotaro to be in how to say they are allowing Lotaro to be in the drafts. Your shared goal, good evening, sir. Good day to you, sir. And yes, indeed. Oh my God, good morning. 7 a.m. Oh my God, that is quite early. Well, I do hope we're gonna have coffee or a tea, depending on what's your share over there, what's your pick. And at the same time, I do hope you're gonna have an amazing day. I'm gonna try to share as much positive energy and as much entertainment over here as much as possible. Being the map chosen for today, continents and islands, we're gonna expect quite a few naval skirmishes going around, and probably the reason they actually took out Norway and of course Lotaro with Japan. We might see in the ban phase also Victoria taken out. Maybe we're gonna see some Indonesia, I don't know, but I do feel like especially on continent and islands, Indonesia is a must ban or must pick, and we've seen it multiple times how much damage it can do. I do not think Portugal is auto banned, by the way, we do need to check what they're gonna do over here, if they're actually gonna ban it or not. Oh, there we go. Talking about Portugal, it ended up over here in the ban phase, and it is what it is. By the way, I didn't want to mention, I didn't actually read out aloud the players coming up for Forever Young today. We got Vladimir, Just Dima, Val, and Propigandhi. Propigandhi did join them recently, and we're gonna need to see what how is he gonna fare with the team of Forever Young, which was quite a surprise actually. Propigandhi is the initiator of the German league, and at the same time he did make Du Hansa as a team, so I was expecting him to be one of the, I would say, in one of the German teams. It was quite a surprise when I saw him join Forever Young, which is a strong team, don't get me wrong, it's a very strong team, and I do expect a lot of good results from them. They were the only team in the last CWC that managed to get a straight up, how to say, positive results in the group phase. It was unbelievable. Like they got all wins, no losses, and then they got into the quarterfinals, and bam, it was just, you know, single elimination bracket. Pow! They got a loss, and that's it. Unbelievable. Anyway, let me actually switch the screen here, and I need to put the team, the map. I need to put the map. It's actually continents and islands. As you can see, there were a few changes over here on the stream. I did get a new overlay for my camera, and I did get the chat a little bit different. I do need to wait for, I think I need to wait for the in-game UI to appear on the screen, so I can to move this chat. I don't know exactly if it's in the correct position or not. We're gonna see that soon. Anyway, Vladimir is going to go for Philip II as a first pick right after they banned Coupe, and I do see Lolo picking up Gitarja as the second pick. Definitely want to see what he's going to do with it. There still are a lot of good coastal civilizations, including Victoria and Australia. We do see Solo did go for Victoria, and we're going to probably have quite a few of those Royal Navy dockyards built. There was a discussion, I believe, in the post-game chats of the previous games that I streamed about Eleanor, England being a bit stronger than Victoria right now, especially if you do manage to get the correct land and a little bit of time. So I'm actually curious if, first of all, Just Dima is going to pick Eleanor, and second of all, if Victoria over here is going to be on the same power level afterwards. Big Fix, hey, bonjour. Let's go, best caster. C'est no French. Oh, excusez-moi. J'étudie français. I don't know. Oh my God. I'm gonna learn. That's what I want to say. I'm gonna learn soon. I'm gonna learn. One step at a time, and baby steps. I'm still learning. It's fine. I have 2 classes per week of French, and I'm still acquiring a lot of words, and I'm still needing to how to say, remember them at the correct moment in time. Yeah, exactly. Step by step. It's fine. It's happening. It's happening. We do have Canada over here as the 7th band. Looks like Dino was picked on the 4th pick by Just Dima. So of course we still have Australia open. We still have quite a few coastal civilizations right for the picking over there. Rome being actually not a coastal civilization, but it's actually a very flexible one. Good timing attack on that mercenary. So let's see them go for this. Scythia got taken out in the 8th choice, and indeed we do have continents and islands. This is gonna be quite awesome. Russians are not afraid of continents and islands, nor are they afraid to try new maps, which is kind of amazing. I can't wait. Sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful over here. They're not Russians per se. The Russian speaking, or how do you call it, the Slavic, I guess, it's CIS players, because they're not all from Russia. They are from quite a few countries. We do have Russia over here on the 9th choice, and it does look like Genghis Khan Mongolia got picked up in the 10th as a ban, so they're not gonna get to play it in this game. Still need to wait a little bit for everything to settle down over here, especially with 4 more picks. Zero is gonna need to switch something. They do need, I do have to say, so most of the games that we've seen on continents and islands have been domination victories. As in, they went for the forcing their opponents to get a concede, not really for any other kind of victory condition like culture, like diplo or something like that. So I'm expecting them to definitely go full on war. But there is a possibility for them to try something else out, something like how to say, one of the culture civilizations can be picked over here, and something like Gorgo could actually be quite good on the seas as well. I do believe it still gets the plus, by the way, the plus damage, if I'm not mistaken, from its military policies. So it can have some extra damage. Ooh, look at that! Val actually is gonna try something else out. And Propigandhi Pedro. Wait, whoa. Oh my god. Minas Gerais. Boys, step aside, boys. We got big Propigandhi stepping in. And we got Pedro the second being chosen. Oh my god. This is gonna be... Woo! Brazil! Represent! Let's see. What is this? What is this? Oh man, we'll have woods and guns, but no Russia. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, this is amazing. Forever Young over here showing us the way. We got also 0 on CivCIS on Persia. Looks like Solo is with Pakachuti. He did pick up Inca. Can't say it's... I gotta no, sorry. I wanted to say good things about it, but I'm extremely surprised about this. Like, Inca has been showing up a little bit more in the 7 Seas maps in Highlands, not so much in continents and islands, mostly because of the lack of mountains. You know, like, it's just you don't have enough mountains for Inca to develop, to settle, to get those terraces going, and so on and so forth. So I'm a bit worried about what's gonna happen over here. But of course, it might actually depend a lot on what the result will be on the coast. Please don't forget to... Oh, never mind. He did. Oh my god, he did. He did do it. Ooh. So I was immediately, trying to write over here, please don't forget to turn off tournament draft, so we don't get big UI bug. And he did before, you see. Oh my god, immediate. Yeah, very nice. I gotta say, this is one of the few games that I have streamed in quite a while that actually starts relatively on time. Have you noticed this, by the way? Salty! Hey, good afternoon, I guess. And of course, bienvenue. Proctolis, greetings to you back. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the stream. We got also Kinky Dreads. Hey, it's going well, sir. We're just starting up this game on continents and islands, and we're waiting to see what the players are gonna do over here. Better than Fabiano. Hola, hello, sir. Welcome. Good morning, Beavers. Hello there, sir. Also, thank you so much, guys, for your support yesterday. I know it was a different content, but I have seen quite a few of you pop into the stream and say hi. It did mean a lot to me. I know it's a totally different game. I know it's a bit a bit more stressful, but at the same time, I do like it a lot. It's just, oh my god, it's so challenging to play that game. Anyway, let's come back to this and take a look at what's happening. They do have 2 remap tokens in total, 1 per each team, and we're gonna see what they're gonna choose at turn 8. Continents and islands, that's usually tend to spawn a little bit weirdly, but I do hope with the new BBS it's gonna be much better. Homer, good evening, sir. Thank you so much for the follow. Mr. Man, I was had no internet, gonna spam all those votes you upload. Oh, thank you so much. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the show, and I do hope I actually got better over time. Maybe you're gonna have a surprise. You gotta tell me that. If I got better over time, please tell me. Oh my god. If not, tell me as well. If I didn't get better, if I'm definitely like worse than 6 months ago, tell me that as well, so I know I'm gonna need to like redirect myself to a better way. Hello there, Natro. Good evening, sir. Yes, indeed. It is much earlier than usual. It was fun to watch. Great to see and great to know. So I'm gonna try to, especially on tournaments settings, I'm gonna try to get some more of that EFT action. The only problem is I think I'm gonna need to get a new graphics card, and I'm trying to look right now about on new graphics cards, because on the screen it all looked better. It like would look fluid and everything, but on my screen sometimes it did get a few tears over there, like not tears. How do you call it? Framed. You know, like I was seeing like 1 frame out of 3 or something like that, and especially in moments when I had to put my scopes on something, it was quite a problem. Oh, great to know. I hope I'm just gonna get to improve over here. Oh, thank you. We do have Spain with Jastima on 2-1 base. He did go on the geothermal, and by the looks of it, he's gonna go for a scouting 3. Does have a lot of coast here with the continent split. This is gonna be awesome for him. He can settle the eastern side on Laurentia, but he is gonna need to fight Inca for it. Looking at the east over here, he does have quite a bit of coast to go and settle, while he also has the continent of Europe on the west. Well, I'm pretty sure the second city should be actually on the east side over here, even though he's not going to have that many resources. He could he will try to get Magnus in there, and of course work that for his other cities. Just one city on another continent is enough throughout your empire. You do get the max out to max out your yields coming up from your trade routes. We do have to the northeast over here Inca, quite close, but he does have quite a few mountains. I'm actually impressed by this land. We do have 3-2 bananas on the east side, quite a few tiles with hills that can be improved with those terraces next to the mountains. Yes, he's gonna have to put some of those with campuses, but looking at what's going on over here, he is gonna have a relatively good time around this mountain. Even Paititi, oh my god, Paititi Terrace. Woo! Have you ever seen Paititi Terrace? Oh my god. Did not sleep well, but a good sleep game can be quite relaxing. How about you? Oh, Salty, you didn't sleep well. I'm sorry. What happened? No chocolate? You gotta get chocolate milk. Okay, thanks. Can't wait to start working again. Okay, I see. To the southeast of Cusco, we do have very close Vladimir. He is gonna be... Ooh. Wait. Why do we have everybody manually disconnecting? Is this... What is this? Is this real life? What did they do? Oh, what happened? What did they do? Okay, did they set barbs on or something like that? Inca has so much land. Yes, well, did it? I don't know if it had that much land, but it did have quite a bit of land. In the north over there did have quite a bit of land. I was more worried about his 2 enemies around him. Okay, so it's a relobby. Yeah, Brazil to the east will put quite a bit of pressure over there, and that would be massively important for Spain as well, to have Brazil over there as a trading partner. That they can trade over continents, and it will be just so good for him. Let me join the lobby. Just need to reconnect really quickly. Clicky. So I think this was a re-lobby, not a re-map. So we're still gonna be on the same map. We're still gonna have that amazing Pacachuti over there with Inca. Can you imagine? Oh my god, I can't wait to see them. Terrace. Can you imagine like 4 food yields on Paititi over there, getting some extra gold, getting some extra production, you get the culture. Oh my god, amazing tiles. Let's go. Oh man, I would love a tournament with barbs on. You can set them to raging in BBG. We did have that, by the way. We did have that insane mode in in the CCCs like a few months ago. I think it was like 7 months ago. Not the last one, but the one before that. And oh my God, we had a few players that had only their capitals, and they were surrounded by barbs. That's it. Because barbs don't actually take your capitals. They cannot, but they can kill everything else. So there were a few players that had like 6, 7, 8 rows of barbs around them. Like literally every tile was with a barb, and they're like looking at them. I'm gonna try to stay alive until the end of the game. Well, that's what happens when you don't take care of your barbs. Maladak 84, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. So we were talking about Brazil over here. Vladimir is gonna get some coastal settles. Not sure if he's gonna need to fight somebody for them. He can try to keep on settling to the south, so he can couple his empire's economy with Madrid at some point. I'm pretty sure Madrid will want to work internals for quite some time here, and of course we're gonna need to see how fast Brazil can actually get cities there. It is gonna be a bit dangerous. We do have Cusco to the northwest, and it's gonna take some time until he's gonna get everything done here. He might need to build some army instead of going for his usual holy site preserve beginning on Brazil. So it is what it is. I do like the fact that he has a decent amount of rainforest. It is gonna give him quite a bit of appeal. If you take a look over here on the appeal screen, he does, or he should get, wait, is this not working or something? He should get extra appeal from the rainforest. Let me take a look. If I'm not mistaken, Pedro, and the grants +1 opinion instead of the usual -1. Wait, what? A rainforest tiles provides +1 adjacency and grants 1 appeal. Okay, that's why there were like a lot of commas, but actually it's 1 appeal. So he's gonna need to acquire more, and we're gonna see more of those. Janus 770 also, good evening, sir. Wait, people run preserves on Brazil? Yes, that's right after the yes, it's only inside of his territory, but I was surprised about these ones. These ones, he needs probably to get the other ones, so he increases the appeal on these ones, and that's why he's getting minus appeal from the other ones. The new strategy on Brazil would be to go for faith, and with the preserves you can get a lot of good yields going. The problem is, of course, still production, and we're going to need to see if Inca will have the same problem over here. Definitely Inca is not extremely well known for his production, but he can get some good yields going. Anyway, moving on, because we're going to need to see, and we're talking just in the assumptions right now. We're going to actually need to see what their actions are and talk in actions. So we're gonna have to wait and see what he's gonna choose over there and talk about that. We do have Persia solo on the other continent, on the eastern continent. You see there are like 2 big continents, and Pasagarde did spawn on the eastern one with Egypt to his east, and I do see their opponents. They might actually fight each other. Not the best matchup over here, especially for Egypt. I'm pretty sure those immortals are going to be great to attack into those Mariano Cheretaches, but it is what it is. They have to adapt. They did choose their civilizations like this, and we're going to see what they're going to pump out. We do have Pasagarde with a decent amount of land to the north, some mountains for his adjacency towards campuses, and I do see he has a clear big lack. Oh my god, it's like an apocalypse over here. No extra reefs on the coast. That means that his campuses are not going to be that great. He's going to need to big brain this. He's going to need to put his mind to work to get as much adjacency towards his districts as possible. We do have also to the southeast over here Egypt. Rakedet, you can see Propigandhi did spawn on a floodwall terrain. He has a 2-1 base only. Could have actually moved to the north on the Plains Hill, but he just stayed over there, whatever it is. And by the looks of it, he can get a decent amount of decent Temenanki city here. I'm actually curious if he's gonna try to go for Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, because he has to the left and to the right quite a bit of floodable terrain. The main problem is, even if he settles this city over here, and he can settle this city over here, it's gonna be a massive issue because he's gonna be so close to Persia. They're like what, 2, 4, 6, oh my god, 8, 10, 12 tiles away cap to cap. That is a problem. Buriz over here, good evening sir. Also Trenlo, hello there sir, welcome, welcome. Wandering for the south, that's it. Yeah, this one, that's it. Yes, I do have to agree with Buriz. Persia doesn't have that many hills. I guess he can get a few of them. For example, this rice settle over here could give him quite a few hills around. He does have this settle over here on the marsh tile that could be settled, and he's gonna have a decent amount of food. And but again, like I was saying, they don't have that many options to settle between them. Like it's one set, if one settles, the other one is not going to get to settle, and it's going to be quite a skirmish over here between them. They did see each other, so this might actually come into their minds when they want to get a remap going. I do also notice we got Indonesia and Dido on the same seas. Val over here is gonna go against Majapahit, and I'm pretty sure Zero is gonna be like, no, don't let me fight the Bidens, no, not the Bidens, no. And of course you can imagine he's gonna have quite a few nightmares over there, while London, Sipo is just gonna be so happy over here. Sipo is gonna be sipping mojitos on the coast over here, no problem, getting those over there. Oh, what is going on? And just having a laugh of it. But yeah, Zero, look at that. Zero said, you know what, I'm not gonna handle those Bidens. Like, guys, don't let me fight the Bidens. Like, get me out of here. And it is what it is. Remap time? Yes, remap time. We got a remap. I'm sorry, I totally forgot to put the remap question over here. That's something that I missed. The prediction. Oh no, I missed it. I'm sorry, guys. I think with the latest changes, settling on rivers is very valuable, especially with floodplains. The water mill makes more those times so much better. Yes, indeed, it does. The rivers are amazing. Yeah. Zenja Max, привет. Good evening, sir. Hello there. Welcome. How are you doing? Starting up a new week. New week. Okay, so we got a new map generated here, and I see a lot of islands, but this time Phoenicia is going to be on one of them. He does have a decent amount of land to settle. I believe Phoenicia Steam did not actually want to get a remap here. They do still have a remap token available. So we need to see if he's going to want to choose to keep this map or not. I believe this would actually be on... Oh my god. Oh, I don't think this can actually get better. Like Egypt on the other side of the coast as Phoenicia, he can just go coastal on a 3-1 base on the sheep tile. He's gonna get a Temenanki in the city. He's gonna get a harbor. He's gonna get like those coastal trade outs between them will be insane in gold amounts. Can you imagine this, by the way? What's the victory condition of faith? Preserve Brazil. Usually culture. Late game you do a lot of culture. I'm fine. Continue routine after recovery. Oh wait, recovery. You had COVID. You had COVID. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the living. Let's take a look over here. Who do we have? We got Persia on the west. It looks like it's gonna have a possibility to go for the coaster for a 2-2 base with the fresh water from a lake. He also has a possibility to go for that incense style. Don't think he's gonna choose to go for, but you know, it's there. He does have quite a few rivers to the south, and I do notice this mountain range is gonna block a lot of his options to go for the other land. He's gonna have around 7 cities, maybe 8 cities, but at this point he can't ignore the coast if he goes like this. And you can see also Spain over here is gonna be to his northeast. They are gonna need to fight if he's gonna go coastally. And Persia, well, does have an extra +3 at the beginning of the game, but when those Spanish fleets come out, oh, that smells trouble, bro. That smells trouble. Of course, Solo here will need to show us the way. And looking at his options, he will have a decent amount of science from these mountains. He just needs to go there and settle them. On the east, we do have Spain with just demarcating those settlers, and I do notice he is gonna have a 2-1 base, no possibility for a 3-1, for a 2-2, unless he actually moves across that river. I don't think that should be an option. We do notice he does have a decent amount of coastal settlers to go for. Unfortunately, Granada is not gonna be helpful there.
Thanks for all the great content on Spot. What do you think of a teamers game where the pros and famous YouTubers, potato/the game mechanic etc., play together? Wouldn't that be entertaining?
Hello there, passive aggressive warlord, and thank you so much for the prime. And indeed, I do believe that would be entertaining. I do hope we might actually get one of those games going. I do talk with Potato quite a bit, and I was trying to synchronize on the streams, but he has a lot of stuff to do. I also have a lot of stuff to do, so our schedules don't actually converge quite a bit. But I do hope at some point we can get something like that going. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. I don't know. Maybe we can set up something with how to say teamers against somebody else, or I don't know. Maybe we can get how to say the team that played in the CivCIS. Maybe do some of those, like split ourselves up in different teams, and we do it like that. Woo! Yay! Yeah, we need to talk more with Potato. Oh my God, Just Dima did go across that. Okay. So he did go across for that 2-2. He is gonna have the option to put a harbor out, and looking at his spawn over here, Gondwana is gonna be another continent to the south. Maybe he's gonna give up on that coast altogether. Maybe he's not gonna want to get any boats out, which is gonna be amazing for Persia. Oh my God, they're doing exactly what I said that as the second option. So what is this? Persia is gonna go for the incense style to the south. Oh, Senpai. He's gonna get the extra faith going. Is this the correct way of doing things? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, Potato also to co-cast CWC. Maybe, yeah, indeed. I am. That's another thing that I am inviting him to. Definitely, we would love to see him some more. But again, it's a lot of how to say synchronization to be done, and we're gonna need to see if it fits into his schedule. Maybe you guys can actually give him a little bit of a bump over there on his stream. Maybe he does want to do it. Maybe he just needs a little bit of how to say a push from the community. We do have Brazil in the middle of the western continent. I do see him with this time. Well, I guess it's the same amount of rainforest tiles. Not bad, not good, not bad. He does have scout coming up in 1, quite a few 3-1s. Not oh my God, one single 2-2 over here. It's gonna need to grow into the other ones. Well, that might be a bit of an issue. We'll see what road he's gonna take. And just like Paul is mentioning over here, the lack of 2-2s on Persia might be a problem, but I guess he's gonna have 1 2-2. But indeed, the other ones are gonna be a problem unless he goes for animal husbandry and put some gold. Man, this is the time he needs to spend some gold. We need to see Persia over here, generate and spend some gold. We do have also London on the east side. This time he is gonna have to the south Indonesia. They can trade with each other, no problems. He's not gonna have any kind of enemy on this coast. I do believe they actually dropped from a lake into a well, especially on this side. Like, sure, they're not gonna have a direct confrontation with Dido, but Dido and Egypt on the other continent are just gonna be massive. Man, they're gonna explode. And on that continent, there's only Inca to affect this. So it's like, what's gonna happen there? What are they gonna do? At least on this side, we do have Vladimir that is gonna maybe able to do something about England and Indonesia. Both of them coastal. His land, he should be fine. That is rather poor island quality for Persia indeed. Yeah, now to search through the vlogs. Yeah, let's go. We do have Sipo over here. By the way, Zenja or somebody speaking Russian, can you tell me what this means? I don't know how to even like copy paste it. Sipo blin? Sipo blin? I don't know how to. Honestly, I don't know how to read it. So please, can anybody tell me this? Victoria, what is Victoria's name? Anybody? No? No? Okay, well, moving on. We do have Majapahit down, and they do have one more turn until they're gonna get this remap going. Indonesia did manage to get the God of the Sea, so he's gonna get an extra point of production from all of these improved fish tiles. It means severe. Oh, thank you so much, Implosia and Zenjamax. Massively helpful over here. Thank you. Thank you. Spasiba, yeah. It means severe austere. Okay, so it's severe over here on England. Is gonna have a bit of an issue with Brazil to the west side, but we're gonna need to see how he's gonna adapt to it. Indonesia getting his 2-1. He has fresh water. He has a 3-3-1 turtle. I do see him with multiple cities to the south. A decent amount of resources. I have to say, this island on the instant style would be amazing. By the way, he's gonna have a lot of fish to improve, crabs and everything. That's gonna be nice. On the other continent, we do have Inca, Cusco, with decent amount of cities over here to the southwest. He does have a +4 campus in the capital from those geothermals, and I do see a 4-2 spy style in the capital. That's a lot of food without a terrace. We got it going. No remap, so only one remap throughout this beginning of the game, and we do need to see how the players will evolve their empires, will try to get the big brain moves, and at the same time will manage to smash their opponent silly. That is what we're looking for over here, for the cheese, for the smashing, for the puns, for the funs. We're gonna need to check it out turn by turn. It sounds like Surovi. Oh, I see, Surovi, but it's just better if I just call him out severe. I guess it's fine, right? Okay, so really quickly, we're gonna start up to talk about all of the civilizations one more time, and this time we're gonna look at their strategic resources, at their early options, and the pantheons, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, wait, I almost immediately CC'd. Yeah, I got no even way, man. Yes, well. What can I say, man? When you go against the cutie, you never know what's gonna happen, man. The player name is Suvorov, a famous Russian general. Suvorov, okay, Suvorov. But he also goes as Surovi, harsh, severe. The words sound very similar. Okay, Suvorov, got it. Suvorov, not severe. Okay, maybe it's better to call him Suvorov, right? Like a famous Russian general. Okay. Okay, so really quickly, I'm gonna put the prediction down, but you guys have to be careful. Don't spend your points right now. You need to wait for us to go through all of the options, see if the players are making any kind of big brain moves or mistakes. You know, both can happen, and then actually settle on an option over here. We got two options: Forever Young and Notice Me Senpai. Notice Me Senpai. That is such a good name. Okay, let's go. Got it. Good. Poulouche, bonjour. Comment ça va? Coucou. Yeah, exactly. Look, oh my god, I forgot. This sounds so funny, by the way. On Coucou, it's amazing as opening and greeting. Unbelievable. We might be coming to France again, Poulouche. We might be coming to France. There's another land in the works. Woo! Amazing. I can't wait. I don't know if it's going to be Paris or if it's going to be Lyon or we're going to get another city, but we do know that the majority of the community, the Finnish community, wants another land. We need to get going. Okay, so we do have that started. Really quickly, I'm gonna put also the team labels on the map so you guys know who we're talking about. NMS, that's noticing Me Senpai on the left side, and we do have Forever Young Forever Young on the other side. For some reason I'm eating stuff over here. I'm sorry. Forever Young. There we go. Forever Young. Dino with Halong Bay, indeed, to the south. Well, he does have a few good tiles to work there. So coming back to the game here, we got Dido on the tire. It looks like he's coming up with builder in one. We're gonna see him work that iron tile to the east side, and he does have available horses to the south. Quite a few tiles to work here. Didn't actually get anything improved, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get at least his bonus towards celestial navigation from improving two of those coastal resources. He does also have a city or settler going to the east side. He's probably gonna settle that stone and try to get the turtles going. A +4 Cawthon over there will give him the nice and juicy gold yields, not to mention the extra trade route, and he can settle another city to the north. I'm not so, oh, he can actually get 2 cities in the north if he really wants to max out that city count. I don't think it's actually healthy, but he can do it. Looking at the southeast, I do notice Pasargade is gonna get a settler in 5. And wait, did he just move out from there? Did he just move on the 2-2 base? Okay, he moved on the 2-2 base. Well, it is what it is. By the way, I think there are 2. Wait a second. There are 2. No, there's only one. There's only one relic on the team, and it's gonna be solos. It's gonna be on the solo on Persia. Isn't this fitting? Isn't this fitting as a name? We got solo in a solo position behind so many mountains, man. Can you imagine how many of those dwarves need to go through the mountains to discover that gold and get him to Madrid? Can you imagine this? Oh my god. Wow. Ryotsun, also have a good nap. I do hope you're gonna recharge your batteries, and see you later. We got Hagmatana with a 2-2 base southwest of Pasargade. The capital city of Persia does have a horse tile to the northwest, and he did move away from his iron tile. He's not gonna need to acquire iron from somewhere else, and we're gonna need to see where he's gonna pop that in. He does have, as you can see over here, no one to worry about on the coast. Oh, Jasdima. He's not gonna give up on the coast. Best settle over here to the west side, and he's gonna have +4 campus to the south with a 2-3-1 ivory tile with a 3-2 banana. Oh, that is too good to pass by. You know, too good to pass by. You gotta get your A game going. I'm a bit surprised Persia actually wanted to settle to the southwest instead of going towards the mountains, especially for those early campuses. He does have +4s and +5s, so from what I can see, and he could settle them relatively early and get them improved. We do notice he's getting another settler in 2 turns, and we're gonna need to see where is he gonna send that one. We do have also a Pantheon City Patreon goddess for him, so he's gonna try to get that 50% off the first district inside of each of his cities, and try to get as many of those as possible. Persia is alone. He has no need for iron. Yeah, well, I mean, you still need to get some. At least for your allies, you know, you gotta get it for your allies. You're not alone in a 4v4s. Takes a single gnome a tunnel, but you need to know exactly where to dig. Yeah, just tell him where to dig, and he's gonna start digging. Pidoriania, yeah, I think so. Funny map, yeah. I don't know what this funny is. Does this seem like what is this? What is this, by the way? This is kind of weird. This is like, is the Western continent trying to kiss the Eastern continent? Is that what it is? Anyway, we do have Brazil over here with Vladimir coming out with another settler. A lot of units around his territory. He does have these Indonesian units to the east, to the southwest, and I do see England coming up from the north. From what I can see, he's also pumping out a settler in 1, and we're gonna need to see what he's gonna wanna do with it. He did start up with campuses, so that means preserve holy site game going out. Out is not anymore. Wait, no, don't be sorry, bro. Don't be sorry. No, I'm sorry. I couldn't pronounce it better, faster. No, no, no. You're good. You're good. You're good. I need to get better at reading and pronouncing. We got Spain. Oh, I did forget about Spain, by the way. Spain did get Valencia settled, and he is going to get a faster campus over here. This wasn't on the second continent, and I'm actually extremely surprised he didn't try to go for the second continent settled. This would be amazing for him if he does manage to get, for example, on the Crocodile a city and couple his economy, couple his cities with trade routes. He can settle another one over here on the Stone Tile. Definitely good one. You can see the red continent is another continent than the green one. He at the moment does have an iron tile to the northwest to improve. He's still gonna need to acquire it. I do see he just spent some gold on a trader, and I do also notice he has a horse tile to the northeast and that he can improve in the second ring. Didn't buy it yet. I'm not so sure even he knows about this because he did go for sailing. He just popped a pantheon that's gonna be religious settlements, and looking at his available options here in the city of Gondwana, in the continent of Gondwana, he does have a lot of cities to settle, not a lot of yields to get. So you can see he's gonna need to do some kind of big braining over here to improve his tiles, a lot of effort to improve all of those forests with rumble mills and so on, and get those missions for some extra yields. Not ideal, but can work. And just wait for 2-3 hours. Yeah, it's going to be Persia alone. They don't doesn't have sea enemies, same as England and Indonesia. Well, they don't have sea enemies, but we might see something coming out from Brazil over here. You can see he's even forward settling England. This is going to be massive. Uh-oh. Woo, woo, woo. We got Severe over here coming up against Brazil. Oh, I need to remember that name. Wait a second. Suvorov is coming up over here. With the scout, and you see Vladimir did notice this happening, so he's gonna Suvorov is catching up with Vladimir. He is managing to keep him in check over here with a scout and a warrior. He's not going to allow him to get for a settle on England. Massive gameplay. I'm actually curious, is Suvorov going to get a city there? No, he's going coastal. Okay, got it. More like 4-4-5. We'll see. Arsenios also good. Hello there, sir. Welcome. We're gonna wait for nukes. Well, it's always an interesting game when we got some nukes going on. So I believe everybody wants to see some explosions over here, some fireworks. Yerevan settled one tile of water too. Yeah, man. This is happening more often than not. I don't know why it's happening, but we've seen a lot more city-states be careful on the coast rather than just going full on coastal. So yeah, that is gonna be quite something. We'll see. On Brazil at the moment, I do see another campus coming out from the capital city. That's gonna be a +3, and he's gonna get a decent amount of beginning tiles to work. I think they also I actually don't know. Let's see, did they declare war or not? Because you see they're not actually fighting the Indonesian warrior, and they don't have an option to fight. Oh, do they? They do have an option to fight. Maybe they did fight. I see ally. No war over here. So they might actually not have declared war, official war against each other. I do also notice, of course, Vladimir is going to try to get the back settled, and unfortunately for Suvorov, we do have him managing to block off any kind of forward settle against him. On England, we do have him with getting some monuments, getting some traders also. He has one big continent, can settle another one on Cimmeria, and another 2 ones. He can settle 2 other continents, so he can get extra trade routes. Very nice. I'm actually curious if he's gonna try to get a city on the red continent. I think that's a bit too far away, too out of reach. We got a war declaration going on. Looks like the Brazilian settle did move on the warrior, so he has a little bit more strength going into this, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be safe right now. He keeps on trying to get the defense going, and at the same time put some damage on these units attacking on him, or at least stopping him from moving properly. Pacifist match. Well, yeah, peace until nukes, I guess. Peace until nukes. We got Indonesia with already 3 cities. He did manage to improve 1 single turtle tile. This is surprising. Usually we do tend to see a lot of tiles improved by Indonesia on the coast, especially with God of the Sea. He does have a campus coming out from Ternate in 5 turns. That's going to be a +3, and quite a few more cities to settle on the coast. He is also going to couple his economy with England relatively soon here. I'm actually curious if they're going to try at least to get some internal domestics or not. Anyway, Majapahit did go for campus first, and I do see a +3 coming out from him. He's already on 10 science with 7 culture. That's much better than Vladimir's 5 and 3. But immediately next turn we're going to see him jump up to 10 science, 11 science actually, and he's going to be a happy panda. Oh, it is 10. Oh, I got it going. Oh, bro, what is going on, bro? Did they actually? Oh my god, they both of them did attack. Okay, Vladimir, you gotta do the big brain moves here. Did he? Oh, I think England shift entered. Brazil actually attacked with his scout, with his warrior onto the scout of England, and then Indonesia attacked on him. Oh my god, this is dangerous. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, you call this a pacifist match, but all I see is a lot of passive aggressive actions over here. You know, like we got Indonesia and England not really caring about this potential war over here. We do have also Persia finding out about Spain on the east side, and I'm pretty sure Persia is going to have a very bad very big problems when it comes to, and bad problems coming out from Spain later on in the game. You might actually get D-Date over here with a few conquistadors. Maybe we're gonna see some battleships coming out from the far end of the coast, and of course 2 of his cities, including the capital, are 2 tiles or 3 tiles away. They are in battleship range. We do also need to check out Inca went for campuses as well. Didn't actually get to settle those mountains to the south. He's ignoring them and trying to get the monuments coming up with the granary from his capital. He did get the +4 campus on the east, and you do see Egypt is trying to figure out what's going on with his opponent over here. They are opponents. They will need to fight on this continent on the east side, but I'm pretty sure Egypt over here does have what he needs to fight. We do have him with an iron tile to the west side. He does already have his horses improved, and I do see he has another iron tile in Wilka Waman. Okay, interesting. No Pantheon yet. He's establishing Moksha in 3 turns, and I do see the granary coming out. That's a bit of a surprise, but it is what it is. He's going to want to go for more trade routes there. Interesting. Bagu Cook, good evening, sir. Hello there. Can we see Clio, please? I want to see if Propi enabled his free sim hacks. Let's see. So we got Clio here with Lady of the Region Marshes. He got the 3-1 base underneath his capital. He has 3 2s on the west side. Look at that. Oh, look at that. 3-2. He's going for his commercials. 3 turns from Rakedet, 5 turns for Shedet. Thebes is also gonna get, oh my god, amazing production. Already working on 3 2s and 2 2s. He's getting his plug-in Liang, and we might actually see a Temenanki in one of these cities. I'm actually curious where. We got him with Sahara El Beida to the north. Not an amazing wonder, mostly because of the food, but he does have a fish town over there that he could improve and get some more food. We do also have him right next to Dido. Can you imagine? Yes, Demona, can you imagine the trade routes, coastal trade routes between Dido and Egypt? That's like, you know, everybody else is here and he's here in the gold, you know? Like, what is this? Just turn 80, 700 gold a turn or something from from Propigandhi. What is this? Anyway, we got some monuments coming up from Shedet. We do have him with horses in the second city. I do notice he does have an iron tile over here to the southwest of Rakedet, and he could settle another city on the south, on the west side, on that 2-2 base. Definitely it's gonna be nice. Does have another coastal city if he wants to on the southeast next to those turtle tiles, and I do see he could take over Cahokia. Maybe he wants to train a few of those Marian chariot archers. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make quick work of little old Cahokia here to the south. If he wants to, he has all of this coast to settle, and of course around the city of Cahokia he's gonna need to get that peninsula going. Not to mention he has a bit of a problem with his rivers. He does have a river here, a river on Thieves, a river on Shedded, but then he doesn't have any until he's gonna arrive at this Incan unit, which will pose a bit of a question. Does he want to be so expensive since Inca is probably gonna take over Samarkand? He needs to take over Samarkand. England plus Indonesia also water trade routes. Yes, England plus Indonesia also, but it's like oh man, I don't know. I mean, Egypt already gets that bonus. I believe it's not only trade, it's not land trade routes, right? It's all, everything. Cleopatra gets the, yeah, there we go, the +6 gold for each. Oh, bro. Wait, what? What is this? Give it some time and they will have an ocean of gold to swim instead. Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll see how this will develop here. Now, I'm pretty sure most of the choices for pantheons have been taken. Let's actually quickly take a look at Dido. Let's see. We got God of War and Plunder coming up for Phoenicia. Okay. Persia, three Patrian goddess. Spain went for religious settlements. God of Open Sky coming up from Brazil. But why? But why though? This is a totally different Brazil game than I'm used to seeing. I guess we're gonna need to check out how this is gonna fare. Of course, Brazil going for commercials and the campuses is gonna give him quite a bit.
Thank you for your amazing work for the Civ community. Love to watch your streams less than 3.
Oh, much love, sir. Thank you so much for the +5. Oh, give me a second here. Just a quick pause. I do need to answer the phone. One sec. Sorry about that. Did something happen? Did somebody say 2 minutes or something? I don't know what this was, by the way. Where is Brazil's settler? That is a good question. Did he die? I don't think there was... Was it even possible for him to die? Oh my god, wait a second. Do we have... I think Vladimir is streaming, right? Let me see. I'm trying to find him. I'm going right now. Click on this. Okay, where is Big Vladimir? I found him. Watching. Okay, live on YouTube. Is live on YouTube. Okay, we need to see this. Give me a second. I can turn back time, man. Okay, this is not okay. What happened here? Let's see what happened here, boys. What is it? This. Okay. 24 seconds to go. Okay, I can actually speed this up a little bit. Is he actually gonna not shift enter his... Oh my god, he's believing in his warrior strength. Oh my god, no. Oh man, have you seen that? Let me ask. Oh my god, bro. Let me. Oh my god. This is, you know what? Playback speed 0.25. Look at that, man. See it in slow motion. Like, look at this. Turn starts immediately. Indonesia clicks the warrior of Brazil. Brazil didn't want to shift enter his settler away, and bam! Wow! Oh, immediately deleted the settler over there. Oh my god, that is so painful. Wow. Wow. That is just, man, oh man. Not only they're in a 2 versus 1 versus Vladimir here, but they also managed to bully him into taking a set. Oh my god, taking away a settler from him. Oh no. Vladimir, you gotta get your A moves going. Like, this is it. This is the moment. You need to shine, Vladimir. Yeah, big F. Big F. It was 100% his mistake. There were like 3 different completely safe ways. Yes. Yes. I totally agree with the Monarch. There were quite a few ways to keep that settler safe, shift entering away that settler to another unit, or how to say, earlier the other turn uncoupling his warrior when he moved and attacked. Anyway, the damage is done. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna recover. We're gonna need to see how he's gonna recover, and of course what kind of war he's gonna have against England and Indonesia. He does have to his west side also an ally to couple his economy with. Just Dima is gonna be here. At the moment, I still don't notice if, and I don't know why this is happening. By the way, it looks like some players are totally ignoring the Spanish ability to get those amazing trade routes going. At least one city, man. You just get one city over here, get Magnus in, and wow, you're gonna get like insane yields afterwards. He's rushing as fast as possible those harbors, and I do see him getting his 4th city over here. Oh well. Hello Nafifi, bonjour. A cast in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, indeed. I was so happy when I saw the times. By the way, most of the streams, well, usually are after the players have started. Oh my god. Give me a second. I'm sorry about this. I really need to answer. I'm sorry about this. Oh, I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm so sorry. There are at the moment there are like two GPUs on market that came at a very good price, and they have like a 14% off, and they are 3080 Ti's, 3080 Ti's, the gigabyte ones. And you can imagine it's amazing, by the way. 3080 Ti's from Gigabyte, yeah, they're like 300 euros off right now. So that's why I'm trying to get one of them. There are only two of them on stock right now. So you can imagine, like to give you an idea, 3 months ago these graphics cards were like 2,000 plus euros, and the new ones that came out with a new price have such a big difference, like 700 euros less or something like that. And yesterday I did notice I have a big problem when it comes to the FPS when I'm playing on EFT. And since I don't want to stream that game some more, I definitely wanted to get that. Try to have the good quality on the stream, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while until I actually get it plugged in, when it comes and so on. Like, I would love to have it today, but that's not gonna happen. And to see about the power supply unit as well. New Nvidia 4000 series, yeah, but I don't think the prices will change that much, honestly. I think maybe there's gonna be like a 5% drop, but I don't think maybe 10% drop, but I don't think the prices will change that much. And it's about the supply. There aren't that many. Like in the whole of Romania, there are 2 of these. You know, like it's a big problem. Yes, maybe I can get some Asus. Maybe Asus actually doesn't have anything in stock. Wait, what am I talking about? EVGA doesn't have anything in stock. There are some Zotacs which I'm not gonna take, and some other ones. That again, I think the discussion is a bit too wide. I trust Gigabyte and I trust Asus. I don't trust that much the other brands. It's just maybe a me problem. It's a me problem. Yes. Okay. Dimona is saying Vladimir calling to explain why this was so lucky. Yeah, exactly. Dimona was calling me. Okay, Vladimir is still gonna forward settle. Oh my god, this man is not giving up on this. He's still gonna forward settle England, even he is behind quite a bit in his stats, and we're gonna need to see how he's gonna try to get back up. Looking at what happened here, we do have the classical era started in just now, a few turns ago, and from what I can see, we do have to talk about each of the options they took. Solo with a pen brush and voice golden age on Persia. Okay, definitely looking at this. I do see he's on 8 and 11, not that big, and I do notice he started up his commercial count, so we're gonna see him fight for those great merchants. Inca is generating the first ones, and I was expecting actually Egypt to go for them. I don't know why. Oh my god, he never actually finished building them. He just pre-placed them. Okay, I mean that's okay, but I was he should see this, right? Wait. So Inca doesn't see this, but Propigandhi. Oh my god, Propigandhi doesn't see this. It looks like Indo is hard for settling Brazil as well. Yeah, to the south he got Tuban right in his face. We might actually see some early warfare. If Indonesia is going to go horses, and he is going horses, this is going to be a massive problem coming off for Brazil. We do need a bit more time, a few more minutes here for Propaganda to make his moves, and at the same time Lolo. We do need to see if that's going to be, well, a problem. Okay, let's take a look at this. We got Lolo Penbrush and Voice Golden Age. He's scanning those 3 cities out. He's getting his commercials, and I do see he got his Government Plaza with an I really don't like this Ancestral Hall. Man, what is happening with the meta over here? Some players are starting to put Ancestral Hall. This is a really bad choice, guys. Really bad choice. We do have Magnus coming up in Wilka Waman, wanted for for 2 turns for Magnus to get in there, and the granary coming out soon. Give me a second. Need to order the thing, by the way. Need to order the thing. Give me a second. I'm plugging in my details over here. So, okay. Okay. Oh man, this is unbelievable, by the way. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm actually gonna get one of these. Boys, I'm actually gonna get one of these. Need to now be careful. I'm really sorry we're not fully watching the. Oh my God, Lolo didn't actually move. 264. Okay. Wait. I see. Okay. Whoa! Got it! Got it! It's coming! It's coming, boys! It's coming! Ancestral sounds excellent for white plate. Yes, but I don't think they're gonna. So, okay, let's put it in perspective. Ancestral is amazing if you go for 10 series plus. Anything below 10 series plus, it's much better to go audience. So that's why I'm conflicted about this. There are a few more details to talk about it, and that's just like, you know, simplifying at its most. There still is a bit of tempo that you get from ancestral when it comes to your builder. You just get to improve your tiles around it and so on and so forth, but you lose that tempo when you start building granaries and other stuff, so you can get the housing at the same time get the food going with those builder charges. And like there's a bit of a give and take over there, which does usually make audience a much better choice. So anyway, we didn't need to go for it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. We got we're gonna get a GPU, guys. We're gonna get your GPU. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna have to talk with my friends to see when I can install it. I'm not touching the inside of my computer. It's somebody else that's handling it. A friend of mine, that's a really good friend of mine that knows his way around the PCs, and I'm gonna need to get in touch with him to see when he's gonna get it. Okay, looking at what's going on here, we do have Victorian with a pen brush and voice golden age 2, 4, 6 series, 5 series already. I do see him getting audience chamber coming up in 3, and looks like we got Inca coming out from Birmingham, 2 turns for a Royal Navy dockyard coming out from Plymouth, Plymouth, and Manchester did get settled to the west side. I'm actually expecting him to go to war here quite quickly. I'm surprised England did not try to go for he is okay. Horseback riding coming up in 2 games and wreck in 1. He would need to build quite a few horses, train quite a few horses here, and he is going to get the general coming up from that encampment. I do see a horse in Brazil land, so Indonesia here will need 100% to get the general for himself, and that's exactly what he's doing. Not to mention he's going to get a decent amount of advantages coming up from his archers placed in a good play. Great teacher you are. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Michael heading on granaries again. They need to buff granaries, so Michael finally respects him. I think one more food on granaries would be awesome, by the way. But that one food is just not good enough. Not good enough. We do have also Indonesia with 24 science and 28 culture. You can see he's shadowing Vladimir here with his massive tiles. We do and of course the yields. We do need to see if Vladimir is going to manage to match it when he's putting down an encampment. We're still not sure if he's going to manage to get it. Looking at also Mashjapa Heat audience chamber coming out, it looks like he is going to build it in 3. He did manage to improve some of his coastal resources, not a lot of them. I was expecting Indonesia here to be a bit more focused on the coast here. He just ignored that outright. I'm also a bit surprised he's not putting up those general points coming out from the encampment. We're going to need to see if he does manage to get builder maybe and chop them, but at the same time he is probably doing okay. He's passively trying to get this. He's getting the Carden, and I do see he's getting a great general in 7 turns. Yeah, 7 turns, exactly 7 turns. England is also on 2 great general points a turn. He's already working the card. Brazil is on 2 great general points a turn, but he does have like 6 turns to actually get the encampment coming out from Rio de Janeiro. A bit awkward. He's a bit late on this. That is all because of that early aggression coming out from both England and Indonesia. We got Cleopatra already with 39 gold per turn. He's on 22 science and 19 culture on 2, 4, 5 cities. He did build a Temenaki in Thieves. Oh my god, bro. This is amazing city. 4 for 1 tiles, 3 for 1 tiles. Amazing. Isn't unique improvement of Inca providing housing? Yes, he is providing housing. He does get more housing, but the problem is, you see, he's not building any. Nor is he actually I think it's 2 housing. If I'm, it's like just the farm. It's you need 2 for housing. I mean, no, it's 1. It's 1. So you do get +1 housing. So maybe this is the big brain over here. Adriano pointing out a very good information here. That's maybe his reasoning. Maybe we're gonna have to see if that's gonna be enough. He does have 8 population already in Cusco, and that's because he did get the granary really quickly over there. You do see he improved the rice style, and of course we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do next. Propigandhi did go for that pen brush and voice, and he's getting his audience chamber going in Rakedet. He knows he's going to need to get tall cities, and of course he does have a decent amount of production coming out from these floodable terrain tiles. Doesn't have a lot of trade routes yet going towards his ally. You can see Phoenicia has started up the trade routes, but Egypt did not. And we do have Pedro with 12 science and 18 culture going for that pen, brush, and voice. And looking at what's going on. Wait, where is Pedro? Poor old Pedro over here is trying to get a back settle on the west side of Rio. He lost a settler earlier, and we saw it in slow motion how that actually hurt him. We do need to see if Indonesia is going to manage to push through him alongside England. England from the north, and of course Indonesia from the south is going to be quite painful. I gotta say, none of these civilizations, like really none of these civilizations, have bonuses when it comes to war on land, except maybe England, but that's on another continent. This is his own continent, so again, he doesn't have any bonuses. So we're gonna need to see how they're gonna manage to do it without any kind of war advantage. Of course, getting the encampments, getting a general, getting those extra techs, higher techs over your opponent and so on, that's what matters over here. And we're gonna see if anybody is gonna come out on top. And we do have Just Dima with a pen, brush, and voice golden age on. Finally, Valladolid got settled. Oh my god, look at like these settles, man. These settles. So now it's all in the plan. It's all in the plan. Valladolid needs to get plugged in Magnus. Get the +2/+2 promotion going. Oh my god, and all of these trade routes are gonna be massive. Man, you can see them growing, you know, second by second over there. Oh my god, I can see them. You know, you see a trade routes, it's a normal one. It only has a cart. Then you see Spanish trade routes, it has like 10 carts. That's how big they're gonna get. We got more traders coming off from his cities, and I gotta say, you know, I kind of like this. I kind of agree with the fact that he didn't settle it immediately. He settled it a little bit later when his advantages coming up from multiple trade routes are just gonna be worth it. I do have to. Oh man, I can only hope he's actually gonna use that Valladolid city for those trade deals. He should see them. Oh no, he sent it to Valencia. No. He's sending them on the water. Is this another continent? This is another continent. Never mind. This is another continent. Okay, I see what's happening over here. He's trading coastally. Okay. Okay, we're good, boys. It's fine. It's all good. Spain over here is gonna trade cap to Phoenicia. It's gonna get a lot of gold, not a lot of production, but a lot of gold. Daira is gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be people fat. The thing is, England and Indonesia need to be careful to Phoenicia and Spain that can attack them while they're taking care of Brazil. Yeah, exactly. You see this one-tile passageway over here? It's open, and England is already working on the city of Hattusa to bang it down. That unfortunately for him, the galleys, the galley of Hattusa did do quite a bit of increase in his garrison defense. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, we got Val over here with 4 cities. He did already put Byblos to the east side, where unfortunately he's gonna need to do some massive overwork here to get some more yields. He does have a Cotton coming out, a +3 on the east side, and from what I can see, he's working on improving his tiles. 2 amenities in the cocoa and the turtle is gonna be improved. A bit surprising, he never actually settled Halong Bay, but at the same time I do see him with a bit of a lack of hills over there, so I can't say I blame him. He does have more cities to settle, at least 2 more to the south, and I do also notice he can actually settle next to Cahokia if he wants to. Don't think he will, but he can. A lot of islands on this on this ocean, and he could get closer to Spain, which is gonna give him quite a few advantages from first of all having a lot of cities, second of all getting a lot of trade routes going with his Spanish partner here. I still believe actually his trade routes are going to be much better going towards Egypt than anywhere else, and I'm actually quite surprised with never mind, it is Egypt shedded, so this is shedded to LPQI, so they are already trading coastally. Okay, I thought the trader is going IWNW, but it's not. Okay. Yield stab. Look at the gold difference. We got Just Dimas, 79 gold a turn. Val on 38. We got Propigandhi on 33. And then boom, on the other side, only 48 coming up for Persia. And he has been the one going as fast as possible towards commercials. And by the looks of it, he did settle the city of Rey, which is probably going to die soon. On Ainfa Yokul, he does have the Tundra Wonder, boys. Tundra Wonder, look at that. A science on Indo is scary. Yes, it's getting scary. 46 science, 30 culture next to Vladimir's 14 and 25. I don't know, bro. We're probably gonna see Indonesian crossbows and corsairs come very soon. Like we got Vladimir barely taking military tactics coming up in 13, and then Zero is gonna go bottom on wheel. He is probably gonna want to get those machinery for crossbows. Okay, one more second. Okay, there we go. What is it? Okay, we do have encampment training projects started up for Brazil. He's getting ready to get those going. And looking at Indonesia, he only has 2 more turns to get that great general, while England did put off the card. Maybe he is going to get, yeah, there we go. He's going to get an encampment training project next turn. It would be extremely important for them to try to deny a general to Brazil, and from what I can see, that's not going to happen. We do have Indonesia starting up the aggression on Brazil, while he does have quite a few archers. They're not really in range, and from what I can see, the horse did poke a little bit at that Brazilian archer, while we do have more of these warriors starting up to be trained in Sao Paulo. He is gonna try to get swordsmen out, or men at arms I should say, out as soon as possible. There are some English units coming up against Fortaleza. These are horses, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna recruit a general here. Yeah, he does have 38 points out of 30, and that is gonna be again quite important. We do have Indonesia coming up with Majapahit, Hit, and I do see a commercial hub coming up from Ternate in 1. From what I can see, Inca did manage to get more cities out, settlers, 3 more settlers. He's working on to take down Samarkand, while I do see Egypt did manage to get a few units out of his own, like a few horses. They are trying to go against Cahokia to the south. They weren't enough of them to take over that city, but slowly but surely Propigandhi is going to get more units there. I think if Zero plays is very smart and goes timing 4-5 knight upgrades push with a general, it can be devastating, but to be honest, Zero is not famous for his aggressive plays. Zero is Indonesia. Yeah, I think he could, but at the same time he's doing very well pressuring Brazil, and most of the time, this is something that I have seen quite a few times. The fact that you just put on the pressure while you seem behind on your opponent does tend to give you a massive advantage anyway. It doesn't work on very good players, but it works on most players, you know, like 95% of the players. And when I'm talking about very, very good players, they're like only a few of them. I'm talking like 5 maybe players. Most of them do know how to read the situation, but it's very hard to read the situation when you don't have the vision over your opponent. In this situation in particular, we do have Brazil needing to defend against top and south, which is going to be extremely problematic. He did manage to get a few campuses out. He did manage to get Pingala in Sao Paulo in 2 turns, Rio de Janeiro on Moksha in 1. And I do notice we do have Lolo over here with a 23 science and 38 culture on Pakachuti, getting big in the world, while next to him Propigandhi is on 28 and 34. And you can see immediately how Lolo is benefiting from that ancestral hall. He's getting the builder with feudalism, and he did get to he is getting to upgrade his tiles over here. Did finally manage to get the 5-2 terrace to the southwest of Cusco. That city is going to grow very, very quickly to 10 pop. We actually have him going in a non-freshwater situation. Vladimir just upgraded his first swordsman next to San Paulo. No, Fortaleza. It's actually next to Fortaleza. He has one next to Brazil here, next to San Paulo, but it's not that big. And there is a problem here. He doesn't have 2 generals, and he's going to need to make up his mind what is he going to defend. The thing is, the second he actually got swordsman in the city of Fortaleza, there's no way for these English units to push in. It's just way too strong. The city is way too strong. The bad thing for him is that city is in catapult range, and of course if England over here is gonna get his idea to get a catapult, that is gonna be an issue. That is gonna be a massive issue. I don't know why he's doing, he's going harbor shipping projects. Bro, get a catapult, bro. Anyway, maybe he doesn't even have the tech. I think okay, why Inca astrology? That's a good question. He's going harbors. He wants to trade coastally with Indonesia. That's why they are next to each other, so he wants to get a little bit of extra gold coming into his empire. He's also going to take over the city of Samarkand this turn. I see that city doesn't have a way out of this. Yeah, there we go. Samarkand did get taken out. I think I missed something, by the way. Earlier, I did miss to talk about the city-states. We got Jerusalem with Yerevan coming up for religious bonuses. We didn't see anybody actually go for holy site, so that's that's interesting. That's not actually gonna hurt anybody. We got Muskan with Cahokia coming up on trade. Okay, and Samarkand you've seen did die. We're probably gonna see Cahokia die soon. Egypt is gonna take it over, and we do have Hattusa with Mitra and Bologna coming up for science. Granada will have military bonuses. Cardiff will be the only one coming up for industry, and Mohenjo-Daro will be the only one coming up for culture. Mohenjo-Daro actually massively important for Inca. I'm not so sure. Does he have? Actually massively important. Let's see. No, he actually he has a few non-freshwater cities. And Olata in Tambo, but I don't think it's that important. Never mind. It would be important over there if he didn't have the fresh water. For some reason over there I was thinking, oh, but he's gonna get some extra housing, and then I remembered, yeah, but he already has the fresh water, it's fine. We do have Madrid coming up with a Northern Chamber in one turn. I do notice Dima over here is gonna get his government plaza next to city of Madrid, and he's gonna get one of those campuses there. Gonna get a +2, another +4 coming up from Valencia. And I do see in Valladolid he did manage to get a holy site going, and of course he's gonna get a religion soon enough. Okay, not bad. He's gonna get some yields from that, and from what I can see, of course, he's starting to build up a navy. A very curious endeavor over here. What does he want to do? He doesn't have Persia to go against on the coast, but they do have a possibility to go against England. There are actually two waterways going against their opponents over here. And this is going to be extremely important. If Brazil holds his line, and there is a chance Vladimir over here is not going to give up on his land at all, he's going to survive the next era, we will probably see Spanish fleets alongside maybe some Phoenician boats going against their opponents over here. Of course, England is going to get some free boats coming up from his Royal Navy dockyards. They started up scouting all over the place. You can see the galleys from oh, I forgot how his name. I forgot the name. Severe. Well, I know it's severe, but I forgot how it's called in Russian. Like the famous general. I think I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. Let me see. Famous general Severe. Oh, wait. I forgot a key component of that. Suvorov. Alexander Suvorov. Okay, got it. Hey, Kathy Anthony, hello there and welcome. Yes, we do have an earlier stream than usual over here. Woo, it's happening. Oh man. We do see England is gonna need to go through 75 fortification from those ancient walls. Brazil did manage to chop them out, and now he's gonna be happy with Governor Victor established. At the moment, there's not really a way for him to push through the walls unless he actually gets a catapult. Where catapult, bro? Where banana? Where catapult? You know, like it's you gotta throw those catapults. His name has nothing to do with that channel, but that's what the stream said over here. They were talking about this. They were talking that his name is like with severe or something, and then wait. Big Dog, hello there. He's doing a 24 and doing it with an 8-hour PC build stream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not my. Wait. No. Okay, well, I guess I can do story time. Why I'm not touching a computer anymore? If you really want to hear it, I can do story time. I used to actually build my computers by myself, but at some point the parts became extremely expensive, and I was like, oh, I don't want to mess this up. You know, so. You know, I guess not all of you know, but I have been doing video editing and filming and commercial production and so on before I started streaming, and back in the 2013 2014 I got my first computer that was actually, this is the culmination of that computer. It still has some parts from that older computer over there. So I bought a computer that could handle video processing and gaming at the same time, of course. And I started building it and trying to figure out what do I need to build it as a video processing machine, and that can allow me to work on video. So slowly but surely I did get like the base with an Intel processor with a good-ish GPU, and I did figure out, okay, but I need more RAM, okay, but I need more GPU power, but I need more, you know. I started ending up looking at problems and figuring out, okay, like for these kinds of images I'm going to need that and that and that and that and so on. And through this discovery phase, every time I noticed a problem, I was trying to figure out a hardware solution. I don't think I ever went like full top performance because I didn't have the money. So I was trying to keep a balance between what I was earning and what I was investing back into the processing equipment. Remember, I had to do investments in also like the camera and other equipment for the camera, microphones, the ones that you put on the interviewer, and actors and so on and so forth. So a lot lights and, oh my god, a lot of stuff. I was like moving with a full car of equipment from one part of the city to the other. One of the problems that I encountered was when I had to switch GPU. Not a GPU. I had to change my supply, my power supply. And unfortunately, what I did was on the main board, I didn't notice when I was plugging in back all of those issues, all of those things. One of the pins, I broke one of the pins, but I didn't break it like, you know, to fall off. It would have been good if it fell off. It just went down. I don't know how to say it. It went like it got on the floor and it started touching other pins and it started messing up everything. Like from that one error, everything got messed up on everything. I bent the pin. Yeah, it was, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I didn't realize I bent the pin, and the computer didn't want to start anymore. And I also destroyed well, at the same time I also did manage to get another, like, other errors on hard drives and so on. But anyway, that's another thing. So I couldn't fix it myself because I didn't know what happened, and I had to talk with a friend that knew a friend that I knew from like high school, and we did work together before, but I never knew that he was handling this. That actually had a shop, and it was specialized in building PCs for like Asus, for like how to say, Gigabyte, for all of these firms. He was doing custom built PCs, like including the how to say the case and the lighting and everything. Like everything was custom built, including the software. Like on some stuff, he was also doing the software for different LED shows and stuff like that, or even OSs like that needed to be different. It was amazing. They had a really good team. And that's where this logo comes from. He built the PC, so I keep his logo over here. You can actually check him out on my Discord as well. He's over there. He was the coach yesterday. He was the coach with EFT. He really likes EFT, so I really enjoy playing with him. So it is what it is. So from then, he was like, bro, from now on, you never touch a PC. Don't touch it. Like, bring it to me, it's fine, I fixed it. But don't touch it. Because we spent like 12 hours into the night and so on and so forth, trying to figure out what the problem was. And we ended up finding the pin at like 4 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, oh my God, bro. That one single pin, bro. Anyway, I'm sorry. This was I got a rant off a little bit. I'm sorry for this. Okay, let's come up what happens over here. We do have Indonesia with a few pre-built knights, or I should say he is going to get a few pre-built knights. He's getting his catapults going. He did manage to recruit a general, that's Shun Tzu, and I do see Vladimir did put his general to the south. He's more worried about the south than his east side over here on England. England, from what I can see, he's going to go against Mitla, and it's going to try to take it over. Phoenicia did put money in there, and I do notice Spain over here that will have a few issues with building up that navy fast enough. We do have Severe over here, Suvoru coming up with the units. But from what I can see, it's going to take a while. He needs to pillage a few of these farms to get back his health. Now, okay, crossbow coming up from 0, that's on Indonesia, and this is going to be extremely helpful going against this attack. Vladimir was building up his science scout, and I do notice he did get his men-at-arms. It's only a matter of gold for them, but gold is not a problem. Like, look at the gold difference. They're all trading coastally. They have Egypt over there, and look at the damage difference between them. Look at the gold requirement. That's 158 gold coming up from Propigandhi. It looks like Vladimir is going to be on 9, but honestly, it's not a problem. We got Just Dima on 133, and then boom, Val is on 132. Looking at what's going on here, Phoenicia is going to settle a few more cities in the waterways, okay? And I do notice we got him starting up his Biden count. We don't need to see if he's gonna try to do anything also with Spain. If they do manage to pour in a massive fleet going against Indo and England, they will take them by surprise, and they will probably manage to take out their opponents here. Indonesia has been generating quite a bit of faith from the beginning, but honestly, usually it's not enough faith to buy your fleet. It does get the opportunity to buy galleys, to buy quadrims and so on with faith, but if you don't go for holy sites, if you don't go for that massive faith how to say adjacency, it doesn't give you enough points to just straight up buy your fleet. It's a bit more, you know, you just get like a tad bit more there, a tad bit more there. It's still good, not enough though. We do have Indonesia upgrading his knights. He's trying to go across the river, so he has more speed going against the Brazilian pre-builds on the backside. I do notice he did upgrade most of his crossbows now, and of course the same needs to happen on Brazil. Apprenticeship coming up in 3, theology in 1. Okay, give me a second here. One second, need to get the link. Okay, so we do need to see the attack coming up on Brazil. You can see now the Knights of Indonesia are moving in, and we're gonna see how fast he's gonna manage to get this going. And I do need to give a link over here. Okay, there we go. We do have England also pressuring from the east side, but he didn't keep on building an army. He just wanted to get more stats, and you do see him on 34 science and 41 culture. Not big stats, I gotta say, not big stats. He's actually getting outrun by Vladimir. Vladimir did come back into this game. He did manage to settle a few cities over here. Unfortunately, he didn't settle that one to the north, and you do see Brazil is gonna try to put a bit of pressure back on England, while we do see Xero over here coming up from the south with Abu and a few of those crossbows. He's getting his catapults soon enough. He is gonna get that general to work them, give them that extra attack with fortification and the movement, and we do need to see how fast this will develop as an action. If he does manage to get that, he does manage to get that. Okay, how many texts is Indo ahead? That's a good question, actually. Let me take a quick peek over here. What's in the text? No, here. Technology is known is 21. Vladimir is on 16. Five texts. Five texts. We got 5 more turns also to go for the medieval era, and probably every player in the game will try to get their golden age points. We got Solo on 60 out of 58 with Persia. He's still on 5 cities, and did manage to get the necessary points for the next golden threshold. We do have him between a lot of opponents over here, especially with Spain and Dido on the same seas. He's not going to get the navy out, and he needs to keep on being on this territory. That's actually massive. That is quite a problem for him. I wanted to say it's a massive problem because he has tundra in the south. On the east side he's going to have mountains, but these are desert-like, and it's a bit of an issue even settling them. You're not going to get the food to work, and at the same time you do see that all of these cities on the coast to the north, he's never going to get to settle. Like with Spain and Dido on the same coast, that's going to be like giving free cities away. He's just trying to get as much economy going as possible, trying to get his stats up. Maybe he's going to get to delay the takeover of his empire, which honestly, I'm not so certain that's going to happen, because Spain over here will get bigger. The bigger Spain gets, the faster he's going to get to conquistadors and his fleets. And he does have an opportunity to smash through the English defenses at the same time as smashing through those Persian cities. We do have on the other side, let's say I should take a look over here. Lolo is 49 out of 54. He needs 5 more points, but Inca got extremely big. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cities so fast. Inca over here might actually have a big problem with amenities. We do have him on 0 at the moment, and he's trying to get Temple of Artemis to increase that yield. He's gaining Oracle from Cusco. I do notice he did manage to get quite a few cities with a decent amount of pop, 4 pop, 2 pop, 3 pop, 5 pop, 6 pop, and from what I can see, his capital did arrive at 10 population. We did have him getting closer to Egypt, and Lolo over here will probably put more pressure on Propigandhi the closer he gets, while Propigandhi did not actually get phased out of this. Propi is on 84 science, 54 culture, definitely double the amount of science that Lolo is making with a decent amount of culture, and the goal difference between them is just massive. Like look at this, Egypt on just these 6 cities, he has more production than Lolo and about the same food. We're gonna need to see how Propigandhi is gonna get more cities over here, and of course how big they're gonna get. We do have him with a massive advantage trading on the seas with his ally, with the Phoenician capital, and now he's gonna put on his encampment and try to work it. Mitla just fell. That was taken over by England over here a few. One second. Okay, so looking at what's going on here, we were watching the era score screen. We've got 0 on 50 out of 56. Looks like, well, England is going to have a problem. 36 out of 43 doesn't really guarantee him the golden age, and now he's going to need to start building up those caravels. He's going to have a problem if he starts building up those pre-built galleys for the caravels. This is going to be an issue for for the next era. He's not going to get enough golden age to get one, and losing that pen brush and voice is going to be an issue. He only has 39 science. Losing that culture that he's making from pen brush and voice is going to be so hurting him. Oh well. Now we got Propigandhi on 50 out of 53. He's 3 points away from getting his golden age. Also Zero did need to get 4 points. I believe he can just get one of his unique improvement, and that's it. He has a good one in the captain, and he has a builder going there, while he's putting more pressure on his opponent. You can see slowly he's breaking down the defenses of Sao Paulo with his 2 catapults, and I don't see an easy solution for Brazil to push out of this. He's many times the second he actually attacks with them and manages to damage the catapult, he's going to get counterattacked by multiple crossbows. Even though they are strong right here, they're strong because they didn't move. You gotta remember that the second you attack, you lose that fortify, you lose that, you lose those bonuses. We got Vladimir coming up with 54 out of 52. He's gonna get his golden age, and I do see him with only 4 cities. We got Jasdima with 57.49. Okay, he did manage to get his golden age on Spain. That's also gonna give him a big advantage. He has another city going to the east side, another city. No city over here. Okay, so he's standing still at the moment. He's building up. Oh, I see another city on the fertile on the coast. Maybe that's going to be a Reina City. All of those trade routes going... Oh my god, all of those trade routes going through Reina City is going to be massive. Looking at Jasdima 57.49, looks like Van is going to be 49.54. Four is much less than 8. Not really half his cities. 8 is Egypt, 10 for Incas. Well, let's see. Inca. Okay, so Phoenicia did get that city to the... Wait a second. Wasn't this... Oh my god, this was an Incan city? Oh, this was a Phoenician city? I thought that's actually from Egypt. He's not gonna get one there. Okay, I see how it is. I don't know why I was... I guess I messed up the colors. We do have more of these encampments coming out, and we'll see. We got Mendes also with a library coming out. We'll need to start building up that army count, because we do see Lolo trying to get his pre-built knights. He did manage to get a general earlier. Did put out encampment relatively early, and of course did manage to acquire those points. Trungtrak, the last general coming up for the classical era. All 4 of them did get acquired over here. We got 3 of them on the other continent, 1 of them here. And Egypt, in the meantime, putting down those encampments, will start to build up that point count as well per turn. We got also, let's see, Hali the Spider. Hello there, morning. We got Fufi in the house. Hello, welcome, sir. What is CivCIS? Commonwealth of Independent States. That's what CivCIS means. And I believe I did share a link over there earlier. Let me actually share it again. Let me put it up. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna share the link over here in the there we go. We do need to see how the attacks from Indonesia are gonna smash through the Brazilian cities. If they do manage to break him before England is gonna be attacked by Spain, this is gonna be an issue. They will manage probably to take out the military advantage that Brazil was giving with a military alliance to somebody from their team. Maybe they will couple their military alliances with Dido. That seems to be the way to go over here. So Brazil with Dido and Spain with probably Egypt. If they do that, Spain will still have a military alliance, and at the same time, Egypt will have one. So both of them will get the benefits going to war. Yes, it's going to be nasty losing a player, but it might not actually be that bad. The problem is, I don't see just Dima building up that boat count, and at the moment, I see he's barely at the same science as. Severe, and from what I can see, he does have 149 gold, a massive advantage over him with the same production. Not building up the ball count is gonna be problematic. What he is gonna have is the advantage of getting. Oh my god, wait, he did get the golden, right? Okay, he did get the golden. So it's only Victoria with a dark age, which actually might be in his advantage if he does manage to get his caravel technology, which is 4 turns away from caravel with the mercenaries. He might get the +5 against enemy boats, and if he pours in through all of those choke points towards the Spanish land, he might actually catch Spain by surprise over here. Oh my god, I'm sad about this. Why is he not making boats? Chat. What is this? So South CivCIS open. Yeah, well, they wanted the name change. They didn't want to be called Ras anymore. So they petitioned us to change their. First of all, they petitioned the Su to change the name of his this community towards something else, and we'll see. Okay, so now we're going into the next. Let's see. I do need to go B, I believe. Let's go for preserves. Let's go for so. Okay. I think BB. Yeah, okay. There we go. Liang and Panel and Temenanki is really strong in production. Oh my god, this is amazing, by the way, on Propigandhi. Yeah, Temenanki is just amazing. On Thieves, he does have like those 4-5 tiles to work, 40 production city. He's going for foreign ministry from Rakedet, where he does also have, look at that, the capital city is less productive than the city of Thieves. 28 production. Mendes is gonna be 9. Oh my god, only 4 pop. He needs to get a lot more pop over there if he wants to be on par. I do see Sao Paulo is pushing back. Brazil did manage to get a few more men at arms, and he tries to attack back into those knights. We do also notice we got multiple Brazilian archers trying to shoot back at those Indonesian knights. We do have him. Let me see over here. Vladimir is one turn away from machinery, and of course he's gonna get all the gold that he needs to upgrade these archers into crossbows. That's gonna be a turning point in the war, I believe. With more heavy chariots coming out from his land, it looks like he is gonna try to be on point with this defense. He pushed back against those crossbows and got a few kills on a few of them. Now he is gonna try to take out the Indonesian knights while he is still getting pummeled by those catapults on his city center. The city center is quite strong, especially with the men at arms inside of it. You can see the catapult is barely dealing any damage. He's gonna need like 3-4 catapults to deal significant damage, and it heals every turn. With unfortunately, Governor Victor doesn't give that many bonuses, except I think he has the garrison commander. He doesn't even have the garrison. Oh wait, I'm looking at something else. Yeah, he does have the garrison commander. I don't know why I was looking at the knight. If Brazil manages to defend for enough time, HS is doomed. If Brazil, okay. I don't know if they're doomed because of this. Like, I really like that we have a lot of boats coming up from England. He did manage to push back the Phoenician units, and we don't have that many boats coming up from Spain. Actually, Spain is totally ignoring this, and I'm very worried about this. If he doesn't get his boat count up, he's gonna have massive problems later on. England didn't lose that much of his science because he wasn't in a free inquiry, and I do see him losing around like 15 culture, but he's gonna get a lot more science soon. He is gonna be quite valuable to the team as a defender soon enough. If they do manage to plug this choke, if he does manage to plug this choke, he's never going to attack by Spain in a good amount of time. You can even see Justima is barely on 46 science with 81 culture. Yes, he does have the culture, but England is keeping up with the science. And we're at the moment, and we do see a few of these Calis coming out of his series, but the timing is kind of lost already. He's gonna need to do a lot more if he wants to be on point with this. Well, it does look like at the moment Brazil is pushing back Indonesia considerably. With the arrival of those crossbows, he's going to have the necessary damage to attack the knights with much more strength. Especially these leveled up crossbows, the level 2s, the level 1s are going to deal very, very good damage against the Indonesian units. We're going to need to see. I'm going to need to see what the army count will be, and especially since Vladimir doesn't need to care about the gold at all. They have a lot of gold on their team. It's going to be quite important for him to push through. We do have to take a look at who's getting these city-states. Hattusa is on 0, that's of course Indonesia. Bologna is on Just Dima, so both teams have one of those on their side. We got Just Dima is, who this is? Just Dima is, oh, Spain. Okay, so on Spain. Spain is not actually benefiting from that city-state that much. He only has the campuses from Zaragoza and Bilbao. Well, a few of them did finish, a few of them now are finishing. He is trying to get Colosseum coming out from Madrid. That is quite an investment, but since nobody built it, why not? He's trying to get a few missions over here in the south, and I do see him finally getting a religion, Catholicism, Jesuit education with Crusade coming up from him. Okay, well, Crusade actually has been knocked off the preferences of the players, and since it did go down to +5, it's basically very bad. It's the S word. I don't want to say it. Everybody knows it. It's the S word. Everybody knows it. It's very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Pudu. It's pudu. Can I say pudu? I think pudu is acceptable as a word on the stream. On how to say normal stream. And does anybody know what pudu means? I'm giving you a hint. It comes from episode 1 of Star Wars. Okay, we got Brazil not giving up on the defense. Of course, he still wants his cities, and he's putting back the pressure on Indonesia, while he is going to be able to deal the damage. I'm not so sure he's going to be able to totally push back Indonesia. It does look like he did manage to arrive at 61 production, while of course we do have 0 on 86. That is a bit of a difference there. And not to mention the science. 0 is on 80 science. We do have Vladimir on 51. But I don't see Indonesia getting more bonuses anytime soon. He's getting a few builders out. The city of Badung kind of was left alone for quite some time here, and it is what it is. Okay, so England did manage to upgrade his caravels, and this is the moment we're going to need to see what's going to happen here. With Spain only having a few boats in the water, yes, he's going to have strong boats if he does manage to get to his caravel technology, which is in 2 turns. He's still going to have good caravels, but he doesn't have that many. We're going to see if these fleets are going to be at the same power level as the number of English boats coming against him. You can see England does also benefit from 2 great admirals, while we don't have any here on Spain. This is a massive problem. Did he get the other ones? I know he was getting a lot of the projects coming up in the admirals, and I'm really curious if... Oh my god, he got Rahendra Kola. Oh no, Spain, what did you do, Spain? Oh man, that was massively important coming out from England. So now we know why he sacrificed, why he stayed so low in the stats for that to happen. It's effectively exactly asbestos amoeba. Hello there. Yes, exactly. Pudo. We got Leif Erikson also over here for England. He is gonna get those boats really quickly over to his empire. You can see to his opponent's empire. You can see he's actually one-shotting the galley fleets, and this is gonna be an issue. Well, some of them, not all of them, because support bonus. Still, Spain is gonna get a few of them out, and he is gonna start to ramp up his boat production. It's late, but I guess it's the famous saying: "It's better late than never." You know, we gotta see what we gotta do. We do have campuses coming up from Sheffield. I do see intelligence agency also coming up in 3 turns, and we do need to see those boats coming out over here. Oh man, let's see. English boat, 77 strength against the galleys right now. They're gonna probably be like 65 or something, maybe 70 on Spain. That's still a massive advantage. I do notice he did get Victor inside of the city of Plymouth. I don't know, and that's something that we really need to figure out, if he did manage to get the level 3 promotion on the Governor Victor. It's starting to be quite a thing. It's starting for the players to have quite a bit of an incentive to go there. The free promotion, especially on the boats, is amazing. It's unbelievable as an advantage. We do have Birmingham coming up with libraries in 2. I do see intelligence agency coming up in 3, and it looks like Sheffield is going to get a campus in 1. I do see Brazil also did upgrade his knights, and now he's going to keep on pushing back on the Indonesian units. That's definitely dealt significant damage, but Indonesia did manage to get trebuchets, a much better attack power, attack strength against the city of Sao Paulo. He might actually break it in 2 turns if Brazil doesn't push back now. He needs to do it right, meow. Indonesia, first moves coming out. He got a positioning. He's not gonna get a double attack coming out from Sao Paulo. You can see Indonesia is managing to deal so much damage against these men-at-arms, getting pushed over here by Brazil back, and we do see, unfortunately, Brazil cannot push back these knights effectively. He is gonna deal some damage against the knights of Indonesia, but not enough. And it's all up to the first moves coming up next turn. I do believe Zero doesn't have his first moves, and that's Indonesia, and this might be a massive advantage for Vladimir, because he might actually get to double attack this knight on the front line. And if he does manage to do that, he is gonna neuter this attack. Oh my god, saving this attack last second, even sacrificing one of his men-at-arms to go for the kill over here. He does want to do everything that he can do to take out this knight. Yeah, I think that attack is over. That attack is over. It's all up to the first moves, but that attack looks over. Sebulba is one of my favorite Star Wars villains. Sebulba. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he saved it. I think he saved it indeed. I place my bet on Sebulba. He always wins. Frisbee, hello there. Why is Lev Pro Brazil? Oh my god, what's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. Did you fix your internet? Oh my god. Does anybody here know YH loves internet? It's made with like you actually need to move it to make it work. You know, like it has a wheel and you turn it to make it work. Yeah, with the same about Settler. Let's watch it happen. Yeah, exactly. Tesla internet. No, oh yeah, sure, bro. Did you actually get what is it called? I forgot how it's called. Did you actually get one of those dishes? Satellite internet, yeah, bro. That's what it is. That's what it is. I have 2 mice running in my downstairs PC, so I felt that pain. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. Well, now we have also Egypt getting up for war. A decent amount of... oh, wait, first moves. The city is saved! Oh, the savior comes out to play. We do have over here Vladimir shooting back on... Indonesia did take out his knights. Indonesia didn't keep on building, and now the city of Sao Paulo got saved with only 5 HP. Oh my god, like really, bro? 5 HP out of 200. Nailed that. We do have him pushing back on the north, man. Vladimir is just everything. Yeah, Starling. Yeah, exactly. Harley knows the way. Starling. Yeah, that's the name. That is amazing on Vladimir. Is he gonna get the defense? Is actually just Dima gonna get the defense here? He did manage to get his caravels right meow, and I do notice. Oh yes, look at that! The points of the caravel fleets are stronger than the caravels with all of the bigs and booms and the bings on the English boats. Like he doesn't even, and he got us. Okay, he got Santa Cruz, man. I doubted just Dima. I'm not gonna doubt him again. Like, look at this. He's getting it, boys. He's getting it exactly on time. I think Spain maybe just a boat into the traders between Indo and Britain too. Just got a boat it. Oh, wait, he did? One boat. Just one boat. He needs one boat. No, he didn't get it. No. It would have been fun though if he would have managed to get a boat here. It would have been amazing. Anyway, let's see. All of that fleet is coming out from these tiles. Of course, you can see the Spanish boats do have a hard time pushing back into the English boats. They need to be a lot more, like a lot more numerous, I guess, bigger in numbers. We got Colosseum coming out in 3 from Madrid. Spain did manage to build another settler here. Has a bit of an issue, a bit of time to get there, and we're gonna see if that actually happens. Britain just saw the caravel fleet. Yeah, well, it's gonna have an issue here. The moment I don't see Spain upgrading all of his boats, and I'm actually wondering what is he doing here. They don't have the gold. They do have the gold. Look at that, 500 of Propigandhi, 500. Okay, then there we go. They just probably traded him the gold. Val needs to get some of his boats going as well. They managed to. Let's actually take a look at all of the Golden Age options, because that's something that we didn't take a look at. Solo did go for a second pen brush and voice. Did get a lot of more cities, even in the Tundra. He just wants more cities, and I do see him getting even closer to the Spanish borders. We got Lolo here with a pen brush and voice on Inca. He's on 84 science and 102 culture, but oh my god, look at Propi go, bro. We got England over here, Dark Age, and did he put on the Dark Age card? That's what I want to know. Did he put on the Dark Age card? Caravel, Combat, Rahendra. Yes, he did. This is with the Dark Age card and Oligarchic Legacy, and he still cannot push through the Spanish caravel fleets. It's a matter of numbers also, and of course with Spain delaying his builds, and that is going to be still an issue. We're going to see if enough of them do manage to pour through, and of course how this war develops. There still are a few mistakes to be made here and there. We're always talking in ideal situations, so we do need to see how the players control their units. Oh my god, we got the massive counterattack coming up against Indonesia. It looks like Indonesia is scrambling to get a few more knights built and pre-built, and I do see him unfortunately losing units left, right and center. He might not actually get to stop this attack coming against the city of Tuban. We do have Xero with a pen brush and voice Golden Age on 75 science and 68 culture, definitely booming. We do need to see if he's going to manage to do anything more, because he's losing so many units. He's probably losing a lot of amenities as well. Already on -3 in his capital city, the one that built the most units here. Now we do have also Propi, 177 science with 100 culture, 189 gold attain, and I do see him on 225 production. Taking a look at this, we do have ballistics coming up in 2, humanism in 1, and of course he is going to need to do something against his opponent. He is building up his probably cuirassiers. I do see he's going to need a lot of gold for this, but this is going to be massive. He does manage to get a great general, that's Timur. That's not a good one. Actually, Timur only stops as Renaissance, right? And you need industrial, if I'm not mistaken. Ballistics is industrial strength. This is good for bombards, not good for cuirassiers. He needs a new one. Can he get one? Oh, he's trying. Oh no, campus research, encampment training. Yeah, he's trying to get a new one. Let's see. Does he have points? Points. Oh no, we didn't get to the new ones. We didn't get to the industrial ones. Oh my god, and nobody's making that many points. Okay, that's a problem. We got Vladimir with 52 science and 50 culture. He did manage to get his golden age. Even in this situation, he got his golden age, and you can see he's now pushing on the city of Manchester. He did manage to get a few knights there, and will get to pillage, will get to well, feast himself with these farms on the corn. We got also Jasdima on Philip II, 77 science, 100 culture. Definitely a lot more culture. 3 times the culture of his opponent over there, England. Now he's getting to push back these English boats, and you can see they are fighting on the waters over here. The Spanish Great Admiral is trying to get as much points of damage as possible to the against those English units, and it's just a matter of time until this is gonna happen. Oh no, he's getting pushed over here on the east side. He doesn't have an admiral here, and these boats of England are getting through. They're pouring through, and look how much the numbers matter. By the way, he didn't get the numbers fast enough, and now he's gonna be forced to hard build his units. It's gonna take a while until he's gonna get a decent amount of fleet, the same number of boats as his opponent. Get it in the city. Get it in the city, bro. Move it in the city, please. Move it in the city. So there's I gotta mention this. There's a massive difference when it comes to healing your units. There are different areas in which you heal differently. You get like different yields of heals. So one would be on neutral territory. That's the in opponent's territory is the least amount of heals that you're gonna get. in neutral territory, you're gonna get a little bit more. In your own territory, you're gonna get more, and in your city center, you're gonna get the most. So you gotta, when you want to repair boats or anything, you want to repair anything, the best thing is to put it in your capital city. Frisbee is 3 more. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Yeah, exactly. Frisbee. Exactly what Frisbee is saying over there. 5, 10, 15, and 20. I just wanted to go not by the numbers, but like least and most. You know, you gotta remember that, least and most. When you go on the offensive, you're gonna have the least amount of heals. When you're on the defense, you will get the advantage of having extra heals in your cities. Okay, so we'll see how this goes over here, how this war will develop. Jastima still needs a lot more science to be competitive. Even if Victoria did lose his golden age, she's still up there. They do have right now the economy of Pacachuti. Oh my god. Oh my, Brazil is pushing back and taking down a city. Wait, really? Is this actually happening? He's taking down Manchester. Nino. Massive advantage coming out from oh my god, Vladimir going against the city of Tuban. He's gonna get walls there. Doesn't have catapults to work, but that's not a problem. They could just outright buy them if they want to. They have so much gold. Oh my god. We do have a Phoenician fleet also getting built here. Val is on 119 science with 111 culture. He's gonna need to help out the Spanish fleet as soon as possible because those boats are getting smashed to smithereens. Doesn't have an admiral with him in the city of Barcelona. Francis Drake is there but not close enough. And of course the Spanish fleets are running away. Oh my god, Spain, what did you do, bro? What did you do? He still did not put that boat in those. Oh, bro. One move out, bro. Anyway, repositioning his fleet so he can build a line of units. All of them are going to be cannibals fleets. And of course, you do see he's bringing some more from his main cities. These are not going to be all fleets. He's going to need 2 units to actually turn into a fleet over here. And from what I can see, he's not fully turning on his cities onto cannibals. Still has Zaragoza to work on campuses, Salamanca on harbors. Oh man, put it in the city, bro. As in, buy this tile, please. Heal. Oh man. Oh boy, Brazilian 2v1 going to hold those cities and we made it. I know, right? I know. Is it any district or only city center? I honestly don't. I think it's only city center if I do remember correctly. I don't think you get the heals, the double, like the 20 heals in districts. The only thing that I know it gives you points, or at least I remember it right now, in districts is the promotion that you get for melee units to fight better in districts. Oh, right, and the promotion for crossbows, right? You get the +10 in districts also. Massive. Got stuck over here. Oh my god. Who this? Oh, whatever. Man, I still did not get the confirmation for the graphics card. Come on, bro. Okay, so I don't think the city of Manchester is actually going to go down. From what I can see with the arrival of the knight inside of the city, it's going to be quite strong. But the damage has been done. England has been forced to go back on his tiles, go back on his city and build melee units, knights also. I do notice Vladimir is going to get his gunpowder and humanism in 1. The fact that he does have a decent amount of culture, still has a decent amount of culture, and is pushing back on Indonesia, is going to help him actually get to his Minas Geraeth. Minas Geraeth, it's coming out at, how to say, nationalism, if I'm not mistaken. So he needs to go through another 2 columns of civics to actually get that. And yeah, there we go. The attack is over here on the city of Manchester. We do have pre-built knights, some more pre-built knights, and I believe we're gonna see the stack started over here. Egypt is gonna take down Inca. Listen, and look at the difference, by the way. You see how the preparation came out of Egypt? He overbuilt. And this is the secret most of the time. You need to overbuild. If you have the gold, if you have the resources, overbuilding stuff instead of hard building stuff is going to give you the advantage against an opponent. Yes, on the other side, we do have Inca trying to get some units of his own. He is 6 turns away from ballistics with 3 turns away from nationalism. While I do notice, yes, Propigandhi doesn't have general for his units, he's still going to have a massive advantage of time going against his opponent here. If he does manage to push his advantage at the moment, he is going to manage to overwhelm the Incan defenses even before these pre-builds turn into good units. And yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's moving forward. His stats was bad because he lost a settler. Yeah, big dog, and now you can buy a 480 next month instead. Kick double. My friend, I told you about a friend. I told him, right, that's why I was writing on Discord. I told him, look, I bought this one. It's gonna arrive in a few days, or I'm gonna go take it. And he's, but no, you put like 100 more euros and you have gotten the 3090. I'm like, bro, but I don't have 100 more euros. I need 100 more euros. What do you want me to do? Beg him? I'm not gonna beg him for like a discount. And he's like, yeah, but you could have done this and this and that. He's like, like screaming at me, no, get that one, wait for it. And I'm like, but bro, this is now at a discount and works, and like I don't have that much. Oh my god, it's such like one of those discussions in which like. Oh wait, GG? Wait, Solo calls out the GG? I know, but 3090, right? That's what he's saying. I don't have the money. If I would have the money, I would buy it. We got a GG coming up from Solo. It looks like Notice Me Senpai actually put this. Oh my god. One large number, a good time to promote to use Twitch
your actions this day.
Prime on this channel. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is. You can imagine. I can only be thankful for the support I got on this. We do have a win over here coming up from Solo. He called out the GG. That was, as you can see, one of the. One of the players from Notice Me Senpai, they didn't see a way out of this. They did manage to stop dead in the attack, stop dead in the tracks from Spain. Spain would have had a lot more units up there. We would have had also the takeover of the Incan Empire soon enough coming out from Egypt. With that massive science advantage, he would have definitely made quick work of the Pakachuti Empire. If he didn't make it now, it would have just been a tank waiting time until, of course, Propi did manage to get those tanks in. That will be amazing. Let's actually take a look over here on the channels. Maybe we can get some post-game chats going. I do have to also mention we are in the Russian community. We're gonna hear a lot of Russian speaking, actually Slavic speaking, if I'm not mistaken. And we do need to see if they're gonna give us some kind of English answers. Let's go, jump in. So I'm having a hard time to actually understand what's going on, and I do see they're extremely excited going about this between them. I don't really want to interrupt them. All of them except me and Propigandhi are Russian speaking, so we're kind of barging in over that. So I do want to say, first of all, I do want to do a quick readout of what happened throughout the game, and then of course we're going to close the stream. Maybe we're going to get a host going, because I do believe there should be other streams started. So we did have... Spain with a continent split, did manage to get Colosseum, did manage to get those boats going. I see also he got an ironclad. I think this is Isun Sin or something. Did manage to get those fleets exactly at the time that England did go against him. There was a 2 versus 1 situation from between England, Indonesia and Brazil. Brazil did lose a settler earlier in the game, and actually we saw it in slow motion. We do need to see if... actually, we did see, we did see how Brazil did manage to keep his own. Was being pushed on Sao Paulo. That city remained alive with 5 HP, and then he started pushing back his opponent. Did manage to get to the borders of the city of Tuban, to the city center, and now he was building those trebuchets to come and take out that city center entirely. Even with Governor Victor, it was a slim chance for Indonesia to defend against this. He was getting musketmen out, so those cities would have been stronger. He would have had also the option to upgrade these swordsmen into muskets if he would have gotten metal casting, you see, and not metal, how to say, iron, and what is that? Something training. The military tactics. Okay, this one. So he needs the men at arms, the Lincoln over there. We did have also a massive advantage coming up for Forever Young when it came to their coastal trade routes. They were getting trade routes going between Egypt and Indonesia and Phoenicia, while also Spain did couple his economy with Phoenicia. So all of them were doing amazingly well when it came to the gold. 213 on Propi, 269 on Val. We had just Dima on 120, and you can imagine that is that gave them so much of an advantage, able to upgrade whatever they needed at the time they needed. Also, Propigandhi did manage to get a lot more science than his opponent. Even if his opponent went wide, it didn't help him get the stats that he needed. Actually, this is one of the problems with going wide. You don't have enough time to build back your build fast enough to your districts and the buildings in them, so you get the same amount of stats as your opponent in the same amount of time. Yes, long term it might be better, but when you need to actually nail a timing on turn 70 or turn 60 or 85 or something like that, it does take away from your option to do so. Well, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we did see this unfold in front of our eyes. We did actually get a good economy coming up from Inca. He was the one generating the gold for them, and you see Kitarja actually started up his gold printing presses as well. I was expecting a few more cities coming up from Kitarja on the coast. He was putting a bit too much pressure on Brazil. Tried to do so, it couldn't manage to nail those cities. Brazil represent over here. Amazing. Well, we did have Forever Young win, and I do have to also thank, by the way, everybody coming up on the stream. Thank you so much for the follows, for the subs, for everything. It does help me, and as you can see right now, I'm investing back into the stream. Oh my god, I just need to wait for the confirmation for the graphics cards, and we're just gonna we're gonna see how fast I can get it inside of the computer. Oh my god, I can't wait. Anyway, if you're coming up from YouTube, thank you very much for joining. I do hope you enjoyed the show, and you're gonna give this a follow, not to mention one of those thumbs up over there. Thank you so much. If you have any kind of comment, or you want to tell me something, throw it down below in the comment section, and I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I can. Also, not to mention, you can check out the description of the video, and you're gonna find the link to my Discord. You can always check out my schedule over there to see what the upcoming streams are, when the upcoming streams are on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. You also have we also have, by the way, on Twitch tomorrow on Tuesday, we're gonna have Odela Delirel going against Tuvu Monzinghi, two powerful teams clashing against each other. I'm gonna make the announcement soon enough on Discord, and of course you're gonna get that notification. Thank you so much for everything. Much appreciated for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see each other next time. I'm gonna host somebody else right now. I just need to find exactly who I'm gonna host. I think anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Have a good evening, guys. Bye bye bye.
Ok, lac du Kiss aussi. Et on a la dernière place commerciale qui est à cet endroit-là exact. Et nous allons voir un sum correct en termes d'agency. Donc ça va être quand même pas mal. Voilà. Il nous manque cette petite plateforme commerciale quand même. Elle est importante hein, celle-là. Merci beaucoup Michael. Merci beaucoup. Salut Draus. Les changements des rendements sur la carte diplôme au moment de les changer. Ça c'est un mode spécial qui est mis de temps en temps dans les games.
Guys, go 100 production, I think. Yeah? Because we peaceful. Yeah, guys.
Plus, yeah, why not? But
yeah, go past production. Yes,
Put
yes.
gross on me. Put gross on me.
Maybe to me.
No, on me.
I have to LY.
I do your thing
Guys,
for
just
the first
me,
one.
for
You
no
do my
reason.
thing for the second one. I mean, Kabachok. I do your choice. First thing, you do my choice.
Okay, no.
So
I think it's good choice for you too, no?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I give you go. Okay.
Ah, thank
Diplo
you.
to Persia maybe.
Okay.
Oh, go to Japan.
Already vote, but okay. Merci beaucoup, Michael. Bonjour. On est tour 53, on vient d'avoir son âge d'or. Incroyable. On a combien de villes? On a 8 villes. Avec Anchan qu'on a pris avec les